I was in actually the wine country this weekend, and it was so nice to see. It wasn't a lot, but a little bit of rain.
Yeah, just a couple sprinkles here and there, some drizzle along the coast. It's a storm system that missed us mostly to the north, but definitely resulted in below average temperatures on Saturday. We warmed up a little bit today, but it's still just nice. Most of August has been nice. No guarantee that we're going to stay that way through the rest of the extended forecast.
September can be hot too, you know it can be.
And it's only a couple weeks away. So let's talk about the big picture pattern. I'll send Liz that way so she can drink some tea and rest her voice a little bit. We're going to be seeing some shifts over the course of the next several days. That persistent onshore breeze is going to continue. The storm system that missed us to the north is now sending all of its energy into the Pacific Northwest, specifically Washington. They are getting actual measurable rain, which is great news for the fire season in both Washington and in Oregon. Around the Bay Area, we're going to be seeing a little warm up tomorrow, and then we're going to ride the temperature roller coaster as we head through the rest of the 7-day forecast. So we'll keep you updated on that. Let's take a look at what things look like outside right now, and we will close the wall here and bring in our current conditions. Looking out to the east from the Mark Hopkins Hotel, at the same time we look out from San Jose. Temperatures are running pretty close to where they're supposed to be this time of year, maybe a little bit on the short side of average. 67 degrees downtown, that's exactly normal. Mid-70s across the Bay in Oakland, with inland temperatures anywhere from 79 degrees in San Jose to 85 degrees right now in Santa Rosa. That's the warm spot on the map at the moment. But temperatures will take a little step upward tomorrow after some very patchy fog is going to dissipate. If you're heading out to a baseball game this evening, you have your choice because the A's are at home and the Giants are at home. Across the Bay in Oakland, temperatures are going to be in the low 70s at game time, cooling down into the 60s with mostly clear skies overhead. The fog is going to wait until much later tonight, and it's not going to be very widespread. Game time temperature in San Francisco as the Giants take on the Chicago White Sox on a historically bad pace for the Chicago team. Temperatures are going to be in the mid-60s at game time, gradually cooling down to around 60 degrees by the time the game winds down. Let's check a look at the fog forecast, and it's not very widespread by early tomorrow morning, but a little push across the bay into some of the inland valleys. It will not last long in those locations, backing up to the coast and even pulling away from the coast for one more day. So once again, some sunshine for coastal parts of the Bay Area. That'll be in shorter supply as we go through the rest of the week, as the big picture weather pattern is going to be changing just a little bit. Let's take a look at our low temperatures for tonight. We'll bring those onto the floor map here and talk about how things are going to be cooling down to a few degrees below average, about 1 or 2 degrees below average technically, into the mid to upper 50s in the Santa Clara Valley, also mostly in the 50s inland in the East Bay, except the Delta, your temperature staying in the low 60s, but that's normal for this time of year as well. Everybody within a degree or two of normal for our morning lows, just slightly cooler in the valleys of the North Bay, a little more effectively collecting some of that cooler air. And then temperatures warm up to a greater extent than they did today, but we're not talking about out of control heat. Far from it. 86 degrees in Santa Rosa, 84 degrees in Napa. We can handle that. Even the hottest spots are only going to be a couple degrees above 90. 92 for Fairfield, 91 degrees around Antioch and Brentwood, right at 90 degrees in Concord. It's only 2 degrees above normal. Mostly 70s around the Bay, low 80s down the peninsula, 83 degrees in Redwood City, and mostly in the 80s in the Santa Clara Valley as well, with temperatures reaching up into the mid 80s in San Jose. Also a whopping 2 degrees above average. As we look at the long range data, though, once we get past the weekend cool or end of the week cool down, there is a signal towards warmer conditions, and this is the 8 to 14 day outlook from the Climate Prediction Center, which takes us through the last week of August and even into the first couple days of September. A strong signal towards warmer than normal conditions, not just for the Bay Area, but for most of the western U.S. So enjoy the little cool down that we do have later on this week. Let's take a look at that with the 7-day forecast, and there's the roller coaster ride that we're in for. Temperatures by Thursday and Friday, even inland, a mix of upper 70s and low 80s. That's well below normal for this time of year. Another storm system mostly missing us to the north, but sending some clouds towards us and a little bit of coastal drizzle possible as well. And then we heat up. Temperatures back up well into the 90s inland by Sunday and Monday of next week. Temperatures around the Bay, more the kiddie coaster ride, down to around 70 by Thursday and Friday, but approaching 80 degrees already by the beginning of next week, the last full week of August, starting off on a toasty note. And if an offshore breeze develops, temperatures along the coast might warm up a little bit more as well. Right now we're forecasting upper 60s by Sunday and Monday, but in the short term staying in the low 60s with the fog, the coastal drizzle back in place by Thursday and Friday especially.
It just is so strange this is August.
Yeah, August is supposed to be this way, but September looms right around the corner.
September looms, and that's when the heat comes. That's when summer arrives in the city,
Seems
really.
like Green Day wrote a song about that. When September comes. Did I get that right?
You
I'm absolutely not going to sing.
We're dating ourselves. All right, Paul, thank you.